Do you remember this video?
In case you haven't heard, Meta is actually updating its privacy policy. I wonder why that is. Probably because on June 26th, they're going to be using your public photos and your public posts to train its AI. And if you don't want that to happen, which I personally don't, you can opt out, and they're making it a little difficult to do so. So I'm going to show you how to do that.
Since that time, Meta hasn't changed their policies. They're still going to be using all public data on all their platforms to train their AI. What has changed is how to opt out of that data. You now have to go through a much longer, much more complicated process. And basically, you first have to go to your settings and activity, and then you go to About. And then from About, you're going to click on Privacy Policy. And from Privacy Policy, you're going to click on the hamburger menu. That's the 3 lines at the top there. And it's going to pull up a pop-up. And from the pop-up, you want to go to the second to last one. That's Other Policies and Articles. Click on that drop-down. And on that drop-down, you then want to click on how Meta uses information for generative AI models. Once you've done that, it's then going to take you to a long article, and you can scroll to the bottom of that article, and there's another link there that says Learn More and Submit Requests here. Once you click on that, then it's going to take you to a page where you can say that you want to delete any personal information from third parties used to build and improve AI for Meta. When you click on it, it's going to pull up a form, and the form is going to ask you to fill in some basic information, the country, your name, etc. But it's also going to ask you for an image as a screenshot or proof that your data has been used to train Meta AI. You can upload any image here. From the comments that I've seen, people have uploaded things as silly as GIFs to threats to Meta that they're going to sue them. Put whatever image floats your boat. It's important to also remember that Meta cannot pull data from private accounts, or so they say. And also, it's important to know what rights and protections that you have. We had a long talk about this with a fantastic lawyer named Jacqueline Wahenya.
What does the right to erasure entail? It means when you go onto a website, you've given your consent. And our consent is usually very automatic. Just hit the accept cookies. Nowadays, they have nice ways of saying it, say okay. So once you give that consent, usually it's very wide-reaching. What, in theory, and by the instruments, soft law, and also now by our act, what that means is that this right to erase means that you can go back to the website, you can go back to the organization and tell them to remove your consent. Now, with the digital ecosystem, if you had just put in your data so that you could register, get a particular service, requesting for that erasure to be done should be an automatic issue that anybody can avail themselves. Fill in a form, get in a response, then you know your data has been erased.